My mic is a little low. Maybe it's better now. Yep. Cool. Hello, Mind Rage. What is up? Where's Dropbox? There it is. Project. Auto tile guide. Looks good. Yeah, I've been good too. Working on various things. There we go. Always forget where that there it is. Yeah, so the idea here is the game looks like this. We have holes in the ground which I want to auto tile around. I don't know what I've shown since I streamed last time, but there's been a bunch of work done, and the idea is more or less to continue to improve stuff. The way the world is set up right now is that I have a bunch of pieces that I put together like this, but it becomes a little bit annoying to have to set this up and all the like combinations. Not all combinations exist even. So I was thinking to use my auto tiling thing that I use for things like the trim around the edges here, the bitwise auto tiling. And just do the same thing but with meshes. We're gonna create wall and pit wall meshes that we can use in our in some kind of simple fashion to just drop them in. We'll figure out exactly how it's gonna work. Some of the things like the wall, these walls, they might just work, but like the default stuff like the floor or the walls will be using that. Nice. So let's model some shit here. We've got to have 16 different things. You need to make it snap. How do we do that? Just here. Grid 0.5 maybe. And we can snap it to the perfect position. There's 1, 2, 3. This is like the basic size of our cube here. And in terms of this, I think this is like the... gonna call this... Hello, Joey B! No, it should be 0. We duplicate it, and then we pull it over. That's of course 0, 0, 1. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just checking so that they're the correct. Like, I just now realized that it might be hard to see what's going on underneath. That's fine. 7. Um. 9, 10, 12, 13. Okay, here we go. Now we got all of them. Yes. But we can refer to this. So the first one is more or less correct the way it is. The second one we're gonna modify our grid again, and I've like, how's this even gonna look? because is this gonna be like this, and then this one goes. Okay, so if that is the case, then this guy is thinking what will connect to this. Connect to this. I don't want that to be a hair. Can we do that? If we do that, what will be the... maybe it'll work. We'll see. So in terms of this is number 2. We should pull this in, pull that in, and pull this in. This one, the problem is that I more or less want a much steeper angle here. Lawrence. Yeah, it might be a pain, to be honest. So the way I've set it up in my previous attempts, I think what I do is just this. Just pick all of these and snap it all together. Can I select through here? I think that's the corner I have. So we'll see how well that will translate. I would expect a little bit badly. But let's do it this way. We should probably be we should probably have that at half. This one is wrong. Yep. Yeah, the webcam didn't work. I'm not sure why. I did try to make it work again. Yeah, there it is. Oh shit, I'm really close. Why am I so close? Ah, that's better. Still very close. I'll have to lean back, I guess. There, that's a good amount of kebab skull. Just the right amount. Okay. That looks right. This is a corner. The corners go should we think of the corners as this with so it's not quite okay, I guess we're no. So I do Control F, face, oh, I haven't set up my my binds in here yet. Okay, that's fine. We should be deleting the back faces on these too. Faces. And the bottom faces. Might even help to know what these should look like. Again, we need to go to so these have a different angle to these. And like it's really hard to tell.
If you should wake to a man-dead world, where virtually all human life had been dissolved from the face of the earth, leaving behind only buildings, bridges, machines.
Can I edit multiple and delete like all the bottom faces in one?
Where would you go?
Don't have to bother with that anymore. Almost all of them. And this would be number 6, and that should be one of these, actually. Wonder if in theory this could still connect somehow? No. Also, am I thinking of this the wrong way, maybe? This non-filled in is supposed to represent the same tile. So those two could be the same, but this, like then this will not work. Oh well. Halfway there. A lot of these are the same, so we could be.
The missile's ready and prepared for program. Our power will be demonstrated now.
Crap. Yeah, of course I've seen Oscar. No, I think Oscar is not the same person. Teardown is Tuxedo Labs, I think.
We're going to erect other ships here. We'll send
What?
them all against Earth to destroy it. We shall conquer the entire universe.
Yep, that's Dennis. Sweden represent. Yep. Oh, dear.
Creatures listening on Earth. My plan is to destroy your world, but it's not too late to save the Earth if you unconditionally surrender. You must surrender or die, because destruction will be total. People of Earth, surrender or die.
So this, I would expect only the top phase to survive. Okay, now we have our thing, so let's save it. Call this auto tile walls. And let's see if we can get to use this. Let's create a new matcher. Oh, also, we want this to be... It should select like readable or something. There it is. Apply. And if we place it in the what? It's not the bad, just close. We will take add a mesh render or mesh filter. A mesh render. We actually don't need this object at all. Have walls. We're gonna pick our call like auto. No. Shit, it's we're gonna try to import it in a way so we don't have to apply any rotations or anything. These are not the ones. Let's pick a good representative one. Wall 5 is pretty good. Let's do that. And then modify auto tile walls to have some other orientation. We can't do that? Hey! Rui! 25 months. Decent. Thanks, buddy. Can we have Y is up? We could export this because it's not gonna change a lot. Yes, Louis. Unity, import Blender orientation. So we could just export it, but since I want to change it for a while at least, it would be nice if this wasn't the case. It's not a big deal if we if we rotate this. We could definitely do it. So let's take a look at this. Is using wall 5. What is this the right orientation for wall 5? It is not the right orientation. It should be rotated around its axis too. It should be like this, I think. If everything is correct, yes. Okay, so we'll have to think about this. It gets meshy. Yeah, it is lagging. It's not lagging on my end. It's only the. Usually that is because we have VSync off. Is it lagging if I play the game? No, it's only in the editor. So the editor probably weirdly, like this is not lagging, right? So this is this is not lagging. Well, a little bit, but not too much. But the idea, at least, is that this should generate. No, it's pretty fine. It's fine. So now I have rotated this minus 90, 180. I could actually go in and rotate all the individual objects and bake the rotation. Like, how would I do that? So I could like rotate around individual origins. We could like, if I do this, it doesn't matter, I think. Like if I did this saved, it wouldn't rotate the mesh right, no. Because it's not, that's not how it works. So give me exactly -90 degrees. And then I think, like in terms of 5, we should have also rotated 180 degrees like this. And then we like apply rotation, and then we rotate them back. And then we do this, and then that's how 5 should look. Yep. Okay, cool. I know, OJ. That's pretty much exactly what I just did. And I used it to my advantage because I am a lazy person. Okay, so now we're gonna create a new matcher. We're gonna actually take out no worries. All of these. It's not gonna be as good, but I think if we just take those out of the equation, is there still one? This one. Okay, and then we're gonna create a matcher. We're gonna say this matcher. Oh, it needs to be offset too. One more thing. You can do this simply by doing this and moving it like. Oh, did I do it the wrong way now? No, that's the origin now. Good. Try again. That should snap up to this corner, and we can resize our thing. And then we can say it should be the wall. It's called like wall trim, I think. And we just paint that in. So if we were to take the room generator and regenerate now, we should get really weird walls. It looks like we are. But we also get the other walls. So that's, but that is probably because we need to, there we go. So if you look now, all of our single tile walls are that. We can actually take all the other like weird walls here and disable them too. And then it'll be even more obvious. Yeah, look at that. Now we got like, no, forgot one. This one. Okay. So now every piece of wall will be replaced by this, and we will create a new auto tile mesh feature. So let's do that. We already have one that works for auto room grid tile, which will be almost exactly what we want, but instead of this, we will pick from different mesh tiles. Something like that. Auto tile mesh grid tile. What? Well, okay. So in this case, we want to have a public array of meshes. And we get the auto tile index here. We just swap out the mesh renderer. The mesh filter, I guess, and set the shared mesh to be meshes. I've got weird naming conventions for these because the grid tile is a specific thing, but so we should be able to preview using onValidate, and then this will pick the right tile, I guess, when it gets instantiated as part of a thing. Ah. Just save that for debug reasons. Still errors. What now? Now. These are all in the right order, and if we do generate on validate, we can actually go through all these and get all the different variations. Just turn that off at 15 or 16, whatever. Cool, and then we need to do something about this outside, because it's like a million unnecessary things. Room generator, unlock, regenerate. How does this look? That's incorrect. Oh, I know what's going on here. So the auto tiling will tell us that that this is like some other material or whatever we want to call it. So that's going to be different to whatever wall is. So that's why this renders as something, and those corners don't really work either. So we're gonna have to modify somehow how this works. Potentially it could be we could calculate this. Yeah, we could do this as we're instantiating instead if we wanted to. And then have some kind of rule system you can set up where which pair this is supposed to detect. So let's borrow this and go in here. It's a little bit annoying, but yeah. So we can do Rx, Ry plus 1. That's up. Rx, Ry minus 1. We do Rx minus 1 Ry, Rx plus 1 Ry. Then we're gonna need some kind of room tile type, room grid tile type. We just set up one that is going to be the tech, or call this other type or something. This song, so good. Hey, where did Spotify go? Underneath my face. Okay. There we go. I actually used slobs to record me working on some live looping stuff, and I had like larger cameras, so sorry about that. Bool, same tile. So we're gonna know that A is always gonna be something, otherwise it wouldn't match. So we don't have to check that. We can check if B is null, we can assume we want to return these are the same tiles. True. Otherwise, we just return B type equals other type. But then it should be like not same tiles.
This is our planet now. And here, I will realize my dreams.
So when it's different, I want to add. So if B is the other type, we know it's not the same. It should be like that, I think. Maybe this is the bad but it would be like floor trim is the different thing. Maybe it should be a whitelist instead, where we say like wall okay, we'll change that. So if we go outside or we don't have a tile, that's fine. We return they are the same tile. Or if B dot type equals A dot type, and they're the same. Or B dot type equals, let's call this like allow type instead. This should probably maybe call it something else, like similar type or accept type. Let's try that. In this case, we want to do wall, and then we want to hide, and then we want to generate the room, and then we have, oh, the horror. They're inverted. But I know why. It's because not that. It's because we have these. Whoops. How can it be outside of... Got 16 meshes. Oh wait, I'm increasing t.autoTileIndex. That's why. Var index equals 0. And then we take all of these. Call it index instead. Maybe? That looks pretty good. We have some issues in the corners, of course. Because this method doesn't really work with corners. And there are ways to handle this. The easiest one would be to just have the corners as a special that's correct at least. Okay, so the corners are these inner corners here. They are on priority 200. No idea what the auto tile wall should be on. But in general now this should work. Because it worked before. Now they are not the right mesh. So we gotta take a look at that first. We gotta create those corners. Because they don't exist. And I'm gonna think the Russians are here or something. Something really strong is going on here. I want to say put these like this here just as a I think this is the right abstraction. Now those are the inside corners. I can reload my texture here. No, I cannot because that's mapping to something on the NVIDIA side. No, like reload image. Here we go. So let's grab. What would be a good start? Maybe like a wall would be a good start. Or maybe just this. And then the idea would be take these two faces off, bring this to the corner. What's going on here? Oh, I don't get it. What Jesus? It should look like that. So one down there and two up there. That's the way we want it. Why is this not at cleanly at 3? Am I having issues with all of these? I do. Oops. Oh well. Apparently this doesn't quite do what I... Because I would have thought... So Z is gonna be up. What? Should be 0 here in one of these. X. But that doesn't look like 0. It looks like it's not. What is going on outside? Oh, this should be 2.5, right? Because it's supposed to leave a little bit of a lip there. This one is 0.1. It's really hard to see with the plane. Also, like frame selected. Here we go. Oh! Everything is rotated. Shit. That's why things are weird. I must have... because I think it imports correctly. Okay. That'll be different somehow. Now it looks more correct. Create a phase there, phase there. I want to duplicate this, pull it over, duplicate this, pull it over, duplicate this, pull it over. Create. Ah, that is our thing there. Now we have this thing like the edge built in here, and I think maybe that's going to be a problem for us. I'm gonna call this corner northwest. I want to rotate around the bounding box center, and I think if we just do this, it will be correct because of the dimensions. Oh, I don't really need 3 of these, now that I think of it. 1 is enough. I can just rotate around that. I'm gonna do... if we want to rotate around the center, that's easier. Keep pressing the Unity shortcuts. There we go, so now we can grab this one. Call this wall inner corner instead. Save that, go into Unity, grab all these meshes. We should be able to replace it. Is this it? Yes. These are all wrong now, of course. think they should be like this. Kind of hard to tell which one is. Okay. They look strange in the way that it's shaded. I'm not sure what that means, but it is correct. We might have to move something or other. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird. Also, like the tops here. That one. I think what's happening here is that the wall shader texture is actually transparent where it tries to read. So I wonder if we want to bake some texture coordinates here or something. Chalky milk. Oh, I've got something. Oh, wait. And it's something really, really crazy and disgusting, I think. But I don't know yet. What do you think? Girlfriend bought it. Yeah, it is like it's fast on my end, but oh Tom, for some reason, like if I scroll, it's fine, but if I pan, it's not, and I don't know why. But if I play the game, it's also no worries. It's smooth as butter. In fact, it's locked almost like it's in the editor. It's locked at 120 FPS here. I think one of the problems is I run my screen at 120 FPS. So I think it just doesn't allocate enough resources to the graphics card or something. There's more lines here. And that's that. I was expecting worse. Actually pretty good. Hello Akbar. Boomerang game is long gone. Do make it in Godot and tell me how you like it. How do you pronounce it? Godot pronounce. Godot. Godot. Some people say Godot. Yeah, I'm looking at videos for Godot, but I haven't dove in yet. Didn't dive in. Godot. It's. Oh, waiting for that. Shit! I never realized this. I probably only heard the name of the play in Swedish. Yeah, I väntan på Godot. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, so there are really cool things happening behind the scenes. Now you might have noticed I haven't streamed that much the last couple of days, and that's because of things happening with this game. So yeah, not making any announcement, but so I'm gonna be a little bit spotty on my stream schedule for a while. But yeah, okay. So our auto tiling works, but the change that we did to how these tiles look is, let's say, not perfect. Yeah, pretty good news. Don't speculate. This is exactly the thing that my worry is Nanoblade. Damn it. Peanuts in my throat. It has a scene view, but not while running the game. This is how it works in Unity. You can kind of look at your scene here while you're playing. Damn it. Maybe it's the Coke. Reactions. I don't know. This is a game called Robes. Alternus. Jesus Christ. I know. How can I take off this shirt without showing you my stomach? It's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, it's the hoodie. There we go. Titties. Yeah, there is there is a demo somewhere on itch. But damn, what's going on with my my throat? I don't know. Yeah, you can probably see here. There's a bunch of weird, like, aliasing between the tiles here. I just wanna. Figure out a way where I don't really like. I feel like I shouldn't need all of this outside stuff here. You do Heimlich over IP?
I didn't want to come to your world. I lost control of my ship. It was like pulled toward your planet by an enormous gravitational force.
Here you can see it pretty well. The grid-like structure. So, where were we? I lost my train of thought. We actually simplified this a lot. So now it should be pretty simple to take this and make the corresponding thing here. Now there is a problem. And that is that I don't have a way to offset these to be I know why it happens. So, for example, if you take the foliage sprites, they come from here. These don't need to be on this texture. There's no good reason for it. But I do get bleed from this pixel line here. I could easily just nudge it ever so slightly in all directions inwards Like I have this create quad, it's called quad generator, which I use for this. And I could like take the UV min and max. I guess I could do it in here. Create ground quad, and we take like UVs, and we have some magical number here. Border or something, 0.01, and then we just add it to everywhere it says min. Min plus B, and then in every other place we subtract it. Max. I don't know if this is now like an absolute value, which is weird. I also don't know that I use it for these, but maybe. That actually helped a lot. Now it's like gone. Those are also gone. But you can tell we're missing pixels here. So it's sort of working. Oh, look at those overlapping things. Yeah, it's way too much. So let's add 2 zeros and see what that does. Now we get, still get none of it. Now we're getting a little bit of it. I think it has to do with like maybe myth or something. You could see it bleeds a little bit here too sometimes. Here it's very visible now. But I wonder if that is actually using the quad method. It is this thing, I think. Yep, it uses this. So we can increase it in size by 1 power of 10. Try again. Now it's invisible. It actually does quite a bit for the sense of smoothness in the game. Like now I can't see it anywhere. I can see there's a little bit of a texture to that. Hey Journey, welcome. Come on, give me the rail. I want to play for a second here. Okay. It's a light cookie. I have a directional light that moves.
I am the instrument the Brotherhood of Worlds has set up in defense against such a civilization as yours. That's why the Galactic Council has
Still smooth on the stream end, pretty much, yeah.
off your planet from the rest of space. We've surrounded it with a screen.
There is a demo, but it's kind of old, so I'm not gonna redirect you there. Yeah, like the clouds, it's not a very, like you can tell if you look for it, but like as a casual observer, you can hardly tell that it's going on, but it does give quite a bit of a more organic feel to things. Ow. So we have these holes here. Now we want to fill the we want to fill those with thing. And I think we have like pit. So what I was thinking would be that we can use this. And copy it over was what I was thinking, but now I realize like the pit walls are going to be internal, so it's like going to be inverted in a way. Change the stream name? The stream title, yes, but not the stream name, like the account name. No. So what I'm thinking is maybe we can take all of this, call this like the wall collection, and then we duplicate it and call this like pit, and then we move the whole thing. Can you do that? If I select like the pit collection, no, gotta select all the stuff. Nice. The thing I want to do with this is hide this for a second. So we gotta modify our tile thing. Why do you not want me to? There we go. Select everything, move it down 3 units. Now it's like below ground. And if we were to just do this, it wouldn't work because these are inverted, so to speak, but we can no, the names, we gotta have to rename all of those. Are we? Can I rename all of them in one go and then go in one by one? Annoying. Here, shit, better to, this is gonna be 0, right? So this is gonna be pit 001, pit 002. Let's copy that part. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I rename in some way without using my mouse? F2 maybe? Ah. 8, 9, 10. 12, 13, 14. Wait, why is it? No! It's offset by 1. Shit! Farts! Damn it. That's not annoying at all. Should be it. Yep, seems correct. Okay. Now we can take this. And just duplicate it and replace this with pit something. Whatever is reasonable. This, for example. And the gotta change this to be. This is only one. It's easier to just go in here and say pit. And regenerate. It's gonna actually put in the wrong thing here. Because forgot one thing. We need to change out all of the auto tiling meshes. 0 pit and this is the first part. The second part is those inner corners are not gonna work. And that this is the opposite of what we want. So let's go back to the code and put in a public bool invert equals false. I say this equals not invert should give us the right. That's what I'm thinking. No. Why is that? Alternative, we can accept floor trim. No, that will not work. No Steam page yet. So it's oh, I missed all the Alt F2. It's actually just F2, I think. I was using that through most of the journey. Okay. Let's think. Can we do this in a way? Control F2 is batch rename. What does that mean? Can I select all of them and do like Control F2? Shit! I can find replace and oh, nice. But can I do I want to have like a sequence in here. Can you do that? Because the numbers were wrong. Set the name. Maybe you can do something with this. I don't know. But now our problem is these should all be internal, not external. We just would changing the order ever work? Okay. That would have been good to know. I should read the chat more. So let's think about this. What I want to do is I could add another type that is pit trim and accept floor. You get the problem here where I'm gonna add a button here to Util's window so I don't have to like click here. To find the seeded generator and just regenerate. For each SG in find objects of type seeded generator SG regenerate, just so I don't have to like. Oh, Prismatica, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome. Oh, shit. I'm way too focused today. This way I can do that kind of stuff. Show game, show game, show game. Okay, I will. So the game is called Rogues. It's sort of a arena-based roguelike shooter where you gotta manage your economy and buy your spells and upgrades and stuff. So what's happened to my frame rate? Still low batches, but slow now for some reason. Oh well. Maybe my computer is working on something else right now. So currently I only have one spell, but yeah. So it's like Nuclear Throne meets Slay the Spire, with a little bit of like, what's it called? Snake RX in there. So we can re-roll once for free. And I would love there to be a blizzard or something. I'll take a sacrifice. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll also grab like range and movement speed. Sounds good. So we're gonna take this way and then I think go straight down to get some healing. Nuclear Throne meets grass. I didn't play Noita yet, but I've seen it in videos. I'm gonna die, am I? I need another damage dealing spell. Ooh. Danger. Okay, so if I go this way, I can at least for sure get something. Now it would have been good to have a little bit more money, because I don't think, I guess I pick up max HP and then I go through this and then into the next part. I know how Noita works. Here we go, Blizzard, finally, but we don't have any money now. And I've done something to trash my frame rate. I'm not sure what. Probably, yeah, I don't know. So we don't have much of a choice. So let's go here and then. So yeah, the character is actually a sprite with a bunch of sprites making up the arms. So it's not actually modeled in 3D, but I might do that just for reducing the complexity a little bit and adding maybe bones and doing something like that. Currently the arms are just like sprites that are positioned in 3D space. Oh, I'm forgetting to use my second spell when I'm talking. So I can kind of kite these guys through the... currently we're working on, you see these are supposed to be pits, but I gotta figure out the auto tiling, or if I have to like redo everything there. Ow. The character is like Orko. Oh, it actually has sound too. Forgot about that. So let's see what the shop has for us. Could get Nova. I don't think so. Instead, we're gonna sacrifice and we're gonna just start rolling in interest rates, because you get some interest on the money, or you should at least. If you're over 10, so I guess we continue. Which way do we want to go? This way? No shader graph, it's all hand coded. The idea is the idea for the pits is that you should be able to shoot and flying enemies should be able to go past it. But you should be able to shoot through. So, and you should be able to dash through it if your dash is long enough. But yeah, we're not there yet. Yeah, game feels so sluggish when you're used to it running at 120 FPS. It actually works with controller. I think it fully works with controller, if I could plug it in. Okay. Apparently... There we go. So now I can play it with controller and die, because that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, so it's a twin stick deal. So what I want to do is also have a way to make this grass. I'm not good at aiming these things with the controller. But it is nice to move around with the controller too. It also feels like you're moving kind of slow. I will die if I keep playing with the controller. Oh, that's a problem I didn't think of. We need probably to do projectors for some of the effects. Oh no, I died, and it's all. Oh yeah, like none of the UI will, or the icons or anything will be like this, but it does work. Yeah, it's running at above 60, which is what you see it at on stream. But I guess there's something going on with my computer that says that makes things slow. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on. Like, it's mostly Streamlabs and Spotify. My window manager. I don't know. Hidden minor. I would be very yeah, this thing up here, it's pretty nice. So you can't see this, but I have a 32:9 or super ultra wide monitor, and it's really bad to run those on Windows without some kind of help positioning your windows. So I have multiple of these bars up here. So I have like one half of a monitor like to the left and one half of a monitor to the right, and then a big one in the center. So I've coded a thing in Node or in I guess in NWJS that what's going on here? That kind of draws this thing up here. I got like a few shortcuts you can click and you can do some stuff like that. How that works. It is mostly using a Node package called Node Window Manager, which does like cross-platform moving and listing windows. So I can moving or resizing. I can like minimize windows and do things like that. I used to use a program called Groupy and Windows Power Toys Fancy Zones, which also works pretty well. But this one, it's pretty cool when you got your own stuff. Like I can put in, like if I want something here, I've got the weather or the current weather. I got the time, which includes like the day, date, and seconds. Right? No, I have not seen bug M. It seems like it's it's not as good as mine for me. So I guess it's a grid-based, like i3 or something. By the way. No worries yet. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really used i3 or any cloud window managers to any degree where I could like evaluate. But the way I've got it set up, like usually they don't have the tabbing thing. I'm not sure if i3 does. I think i3 has it, hasn't it? But I like to be able to like, okay, so Blender, let's move that to the left, for example. Like super easy for me. Move it to the right, you can't see, or move it to the center, for example. If I create a new window like this, and it's like, say it's Notepad or something, it's over here. I can just press Ctrl-Shift-G, and it maximizes every window that has a center point inside of each of the areas. For example. Yeah, I'm on Windows. It's just sometimes when I like, I want to do something with Explorer windows. I don't want it to limit me to not enable that. Like if I wanted to have, two of these, for example. It's really nice. And if I then figure out, oh shit, I need to maximize this, I can just press one key shortcut and it'll do it for me. The start button is off to the left of what you're seeing. So I got the start menu on the left edge of the screen instead. So yeah, there's nothing weird here anyway. So yeah, so I have my stuff over here. So if you wanted to, like, I can move this over here, for example, or I can even drag it over here, and it just moves, and it is pretty nice from a productivity standpoint. Plus, it was really fun to make, and I do little changes to it daily. And the difference, like, so using existing software is obviously better for most people. They also work better than my stuff does. Like, but sometimes there are these special things, like, you know how Unity doesn't want to fix the fact that there is a big frickin' bar up here that's lighting up my face, and yeah, it's really really annoying. So I implemented this feature where I can put things in compact mode, where what it does, it just moves the window so it's outside of the range of or like underneath and outside of the window. So then I can solve that in like 15 minutes of coding. Or like if I don't like the look of group view that much, so I would I tried to do that, and then like it was hard to I couldn't auto fill groups, so it sucks. Using mouse to manage windows is a pain. Not as much as you think. If you bounce back between, like, you're probably a coder, I would guess, since you're saying that. Because I use the mouse all the time to move things around here, bounce into Blender. I do things in Blender. I do things in Unity, VS Code. I guess I don't do much mouse work. But Photoshop, when I draw stuff, like it's not a big deal for me. I mean, you can use Windows subsystem for Linux, but I don't think you can like position your Windows with that. So I don't think that helps. Unless you're running like everything through that, which I don't understand why you would. So in general, Vanilla Coke, here's the review. It's not that bad. I thought it would be really terrible. It tastes pretty good, to be honest. The big drawback is that it reminds me of Coke plus vanilla vodka, which I had in my youth. And that is not entirely happy memories, I guess. Right? Also, I can still use the Windows shortcuts for moving windows. So I can do like Windows plus left arrow and right arrow like this. Oh, you can't see it, but I'm moving a window back and forth. And then when it's in the place I want, I can do like, I have it set up on Control-Shift-G to keep my windows here. I could build this functionality into the window manager, because I have, like, I can just add another. The code here is really terrible, but I can set up shortcuts. Control-Shift-G. I could do like Control-Shift-F to move a window automatically between these, for example. Sambuca is also not entirely without its issues. I don't get it that much from Licorice, though. Shit, I got a package. I want to go get it, but let's work for half an hour more, and then I'll go get my package. I ordered some cool stuff. A whole bunch of music stuff. So I got a sample pad that you can play drums on with drumsticks. So it's kind of this size. It got 6 pads and then 2 extra up there. And then it's got, I bought a foot pedal, I bought a stand for it, and I also bought a grid, like 8x8, what's it called? Grid controller. I got the Novation Launch Key Mini before, which has a little bit of that. I don't know. I will not make music for my game, but my brother will. So I bought the Elise. This is not Not an expensive one because I don't think I'll use it much. It's this. What? There's a new one or something. So I don't think the one I got has this angled front. But it's one of these. There it is. So the idea would be to hit those. I wanna learn, do a little bit of that. I do some. Should I show this? Sure. Wow, it's raining really heavily outside. Let me go. It's all the way down here. Bespoke jam. So I toy around with this synth. Or it's like a DAW. Please ignore the how out of time I am. It works itself out pretty nicely. Wow, I don't make much progress today, do you? Do I? So I have like different signal chains, so I can do like a pitch shifted guitar for the bass, and through amp sim. And then I do. This is one of the things I wanna work on. Which is the finger drumming. Yeah, it's something I've toyed around with a little bit. I have no idea. I don't know music theories. I don't know which chords it is. This is my 7-string, really cheap, headless Chinese. Anyway, I think this turned out pretty good. I want to do more like this, but playing the drums on drums would be pretty cool. I need quantization. I need to be better. I used this is like the first thing I did on this setup. So the software is called Bespoke Synth. So it allows you to set up these signal chains, the loopers, and this MIDI controller up here. You can see how different MIDI things control different stuff. So it's really easy to set up stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so I want to get that sample pad, and it's one of those 8x8 grid. I'm gesticulating without having the camera on. Yeah, one of those 8x8 grid things that I can use to set up loops and stuff. Oh, you're not wrong. Like some really soft, nice, girly vocals would be fun. I want to sing, but I'm really terrible at singing. So I don't know. Maybe I'll practice that too, as much as my timing goes. Nice, Nano. I will involve you somehow. Anyway, so our issue now is that we have something that's the same. Like I would have expected that trick to work, but I guess maybe it won't. Emacs Blit. Puck. Wait, how did we end up in that culture or religious war? Anyway, so what I'm thinking is, what it should be matching. If it's if I'm looking at this and one of these like this, it would be like the center is gonna be pit, but then it's neighboring to things that aren't pit. So the positive, I would have expected it to work if I just inverted what that means. But that didn't work out, and I have no idea really why.
I didn't want to come to your world.
Can you come up here?
I lost control of my ship.
So
It was like being
if I put it at invert, it's not gonna work, and then accept type, maybe accept type as pit. Nope, that doesn't work. Because the neighbor are we gonna have to go in and reverse everything? I guess we are. Ah, Boulder Dash. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Can I just do this? Wait, why is there one? Can I just do this? The corner still needs to work. But we're not really using that for the pits, I guess. Also, we need another texture here, I think. The reason this doesn't update is because I baked it into a texture. No, a mesh. No, still wrong. Why do you do this to me? Yay! Look at that. It works. So now we have pits. We're gonna have something like a layer for the pit. And then the pit be on the pit layer. Now, if we say projectiles, like the player projectiles. Or rails, for example. I think it already works. Because damage and block does not include pit for this, and when it comes to the projectiles, it's on player projectiles. So maybe we have to set this up in physics. Pit will only collide with player enemies, not with player, not those, not with pickups, corpses, not with cursor, and not with over. Yeah. I have a lot to clear out here. I guess foliage never collides. Say that. Grass pushers never collide with anything either. Cloth colliders probably should collide with something, but that's better. Overlay, nothing. I haven't done this in a while. I usually go in and clean these out so that mostly for it's easier to see, but maybe there is some performance to be gained from doing this too. So now if the player would like change, I should be able to collide here, but if I pick up like projectile, I can actually shoot, throw. I can't speak. But when I'm dashing, I should be like ignoring that and doing a like try to find a path through. Like if I'm diagonally dashing here, for example, would I be able to pass through if I did that? Yeah, I think so. Thank you, generic. Wow, there's something going on with that effect there. Way too big. Is it because it hits? Oh. There is something going on when I'm hitting the wall with that. Like here it's not, well, it's misplaced, but it's not like... There is collisions going on with the projectiles on the hit effect. Is that true? It's like muscle or something it's called. Effects. Is it muscle flash? Collision doesn't need to be on. Yeah. Orko is a man. Guess he's not a man. But he's an inspiration for sure. Oh look, these are like huge. Enemies can't go through unless... Now I gotta figure out the AI for the flying enemies. Here you can see an issue too with the pits. The other part with the pits is that they should definitely have like a layer of some purple stuff in them. I wonder if I should... thinking I could just add a, not a sprite, but a quad. Which has some material like, yeah, whatever. Oh, I could actually use auto tiling for this, couldn't I? Do like, I'm not sure which one we should use, but let's use floor, I guess. And then we got like auto tile room, not mesh. This one can remove the quad generator. Generate and validate, and we can like move this in some direction. So it's like down here. And then we'll make a copy of some. Oh, we're running out of shit here. Don't really have a good place to put this, except we're not really using this. For now, let's just create a 16. I'm missing one. And just eyeball a nice pinkish color. And then grab like this, whatever that is. Is there no guides left? Yeah, this. Just want to see that it works. Maybe invert that in this case. And set this to row 15, I think. 16, 14. Wait, maybe this material doesn't use the right. It uses walls. It should be walls 1. I hope. Should be 15. No, 14. Ah, shit. 14. Here we go. And it doesn't work. 15, 13, 12. Why you no work? Okay, I don't understand. Okay, maybe wrong material. This one uses the wrong texture too. There we go. And I think this should now work. We'll see. Any pits here? Let's regenerate. Put inside of a wall. There we go. We got pits. So we We're gonna obviously have some other material on there later on. You could see it sort of working at least. Wow, they should be reflecting shit. I wonder if we can handle that. This looks a little bit bad. Yeah, I know. And then I get it. Not without pits. So what I could do when I'm dashing is put the player in another layer. I guess I'll just... thank you, Mikey. Yeah, I do everything except for sound and music. Hello, Eska. Any pits? No pits. There it is. And this one works over pits too. Perfect. So if I just change the player to like a dash layer, we should be fine. Player. Well, that's a spell. But we need a dash layer. Let's go the dash spell and modify it. Public layer mask during layer, and we have like a default layer. We can actually record default layer to be spells, player game object layer, and then we go like after it's done. We reverse this, we say set layer, I think, or no. Just do that. Yeah. And then just before we start, we do during layer. Now the problem is, like, how do we detect that we're ended up inside of the wall? Something to come on, Nikolai. You're late to the party. He doesn't have a ring on his stomach, so... Wait, I need to set up the dash layer too. Forgot about it. Player. No. Dash. Two things. Default layer, of course, we set it to play just because. It's gonna be set anyway. Let me get the dash layer. And I use Photoshop. Yeah, this I drew partly on stream a while back. What time is it? 59. I'm gonna cut the stream soon and go get my stuff. Okay, so dash, now we gotta modify the prefs again, not the prefs, the project settings, physics, and dash doesn't collide with stuff at all. Especially not, well, walls it should probably collide with, but not with any of these. So what is player? It should be like player, but player is like with enemies and enemy projectiles and pits. But player doesn't collide with default. Of course it must do that. Yeah. Floor and walls. Probably floor is a good thing to collide with in the dash state too. Sure, let's try it. So now we can kind of not dash through things. Didn't work. Layer needs to be in the range 0 to 31. Can you do this? It usually has cost them to ints. It's just cubes or stretched boxes. It doesn't complain now, but I'm still hitting things. I think it might be something else inside of player that's colliding. We got the character controller in here, but maybe we have a hitbox or something inside. I don't know that. Turn on gizmos. There. We got the character collider. Is that the only thing? I think so. But we did have an error here. Can I not do this? Unity, change layer. Okay, let's set it to during layer. Oh wait, as int. Maybe this is how you do it. Or did I screw up and put in multiple things in the dash spell? No, it's only dash, so no, it doesn't. Screw it. Let's just do this. Might be that the layer mask thing screws with us. pits. Come on, give me pits. How's my frame rate now? Now it's back up to 100 and whatever. We got pits. Boom. Now dash through them. But if we end up inside, if I were to do this, it just teleports me out. Not sure. Like we'll check if we're. I guess we can remember where we started the teleport and just snap back if we detect that we're inside of. So you can't like sheet. So we check here before we swap back. We check like if physics.ray, not raycast, physics.overlap sphere. Position is player transform position plus vector 3 up. Radius 0.1. Layer mask from yeah, I could like do that, but I have a whole algorithm for this where I like test multiple positions along the line and then pick the last one that I can actually stand on. So like and also like maybe I overshoot a little bit so I can, if I just would make it, I actually make it. Name to layer pit player spells player transform position equals start position. This needs to be a float, and this one needs to be, I think we're missing some crucial step here. Like that, maybe? Unfortunately, I haven't fixed restarting the game. I broke it at some point and I just haven't fixed it. No pits for me to dash over. Here we go. Now I can dash over. Doesn't work. Why? Is it because this doesn't happen? Don't know if that worked. Doesn't seem to work. Didn't I call it pit? It's called Pit, and since we can go across it, I would assume this one is on that layer. Maybe if I cast it. Messed up. Maybe I cannot. I don't know, like it didn't detect this, so this is the main problem. So overlap sphere, player transform position plus vector 3 up. Should be inside of that, and then the overlap is here, and length should give us. True, because it's not physics 2D. What could it be? You're correct, Joey. But it didn't trigger, so why? This is pretty cool, but I need to not listen to music that will get me off. What the heck? Overlap sphere should work, I think. Why doesn't it? Tell me now! Some pits. Doesn't say test. Let's check that there is something there. Maybe I'm like doing something bad here in the thing. Side clone it should be, and should be called pit, I guess. Maybe it's because it's flipped or something. But it does seem like it is there. Let's see if it's working on the other side. Then we know. But it's not, so... Wow, this is easy to... Here we got a few. So these are here. Why? I'm not exiting earlier or something. This is just waiting, and then this is moving, and this is the duration. And then I overlap. It's not negative. I mean, sure, the radius is kind of small, but that should work. And the name to layer seems correct. I'm not sure. One unit is one tile, so it should be in the center of the player roughly. And these are 3 units above ground, I would say. If we pause the game, check the player, and 1 unit up would be there, I would say, as a sphere, and that should be plenty. See if we can show the box colliders. By the way, where are the box colliders? Why are they not showing up here? There they are. Here's one. Should be plenty to detect it. It's not a trigger. It's on the right layer. Length is not 0 when you have 1 item. And it is position radius. Wait, maybe this doesn't work in... Maybe we need to do this in... No, I don't think so. Maybe we move it so it works in fixed update. Maybe it only overlaps when things are... This is gonna be annoying, but let's try it. Oh yeah, I'm passing a layer, not a layer mask. This is true. So I just bit shift like this. Okay, let's try this. This is the last thing, and then I'm gonna go pick up my package. Toy around with that for a bit. It doesn't seem... It triggers now at least, but it doesn't position you back to... I should do the check every frame and remember the last one that was okay. That's fine, but we still need to figure out a way to move this to last okay position. So tell me, how do I do this? Unity, teleport a character controller in coroutine. Now it detects that something went wrong, but it couldn't teleport us back for various reasons. Come on. There we go. So now should be able to like teleport through. But if I do that, it's gonna put me back at the edge. Need to work on the texture here. I think a full like separating the walls from the floors would be good, and separating everything like the foliage to another texture. This now works. I wonder how well it works. I think also we're immune to enemies now. We can dash right through them. Like whoop. That's something people have been asking for a while. If you try to hit me as I am, I can dash through you. I can dash through. It's hard to test, but I think it works. Like all damage, it shouldn't match the players. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cool. So there's something wrong with my stop emitters. I have a million errors in like box colliders being negative size. We can do something about that. But yeah, a little bit of a short stream today. I think I'll be back tomorrow unless something comes up. It's gonna be a little bit spotty going forward for a while I figure some stuff out. Some things I can't stream, some things I don't want to stream. But yeah, probably we'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure. So we gotta raid someone, I think. And it's not science and technology anymore. It's like software and game development. Who wants more viewers? Jai compiler post launch. This is actually something I'm a little bit interested in. Wonder if you are. Bye, Nano. I want to see what this is. We'll see. Maybe it's interesting to someone. Come on. Do I not have something to block this?
The new fragrance for men by Paco Rabanne.
Here we go. Cool ad. Yeah, hugs and kisses, everyone. Be nice to our Luba.
I didn't issue a breakpoint command with full paths.